Yo, what up? So I'm finally back to PC. I played on PlayStation for, I don't know, 4, 5 days, trying to go for the first Oshapi kill there, but I ended up dying 2 times to a horrible desync and 2 times to just flat out crash with, I think I had 23 crashes total in that time. But yeah, so we're back to PC, and I don't know if you guys ever have that, but when I don't play for like, let's say, like, more than like 3 days or 4 days, if I have like a break from my PoE, it feels like I'm like very off from the character and the progression. So that's part of the reason why I restarted my league. Obviously, I only had like maybe 4 days played because I just rushed the boss and killed them. That's it. So I'm basically just missing a Kitawa kill, and then we're to maps. But the bigger reason why I did this is so that I can get some footage for the Atlas guide that's been on the works for God knows how long now. So I need a lot of pictures and whatnot in there. So having the Atlas, like, recording and getting the footage from like an empty Atlas and then the progression and everything like that is gonna be very useful. So that's the main reason we did that. And as you can see, we are playing the same build as we start with. The league with the it's just a Soul Rend ED. Where are you? There, ED and Contagion Slinger, and then we'll respect to CI ED once I get Escape Artist from Uberlab. Skill tree is pretty much exactly the same. The only difference now, what I'm doing instead of the last time, is I'm not using Wither Totem, and instead I'm actually using Spreading Rot, and then I have Blight Totems, just a random 3-link Blight Totem right now. I could technically a 4-link if I put the Frenzy, like in here, where I have, where I have Item Rarity as the 3rd link on my Contagion. I might consider doing that, or if I get like a 6-socket 5-link, or 6-socket 4-link or whatever, I could potentially do that. So I would have another 4-link for extra boss damage. And the Blight actually does a lot of damage, even just this setup, but it's mainly for applying the spreading, like the Wither from Spreading Rod. And then obviously I also have Withering Step that does the same. But yeah, so character's only like level 70 now. I spend a lot of time in Quarry, and I will further spend a decent amount in Quarry. After, like, the next step is just get the resistances up so I can go kill Kitawa and start mapping. I'm gonna get a lot of resistances from here. This is like 24 all resist, so that's not too far away, but yeah, I spent a lot of time in Quarry because I entirely set up my grove. Well, with the exception of I don't have the storage tanks, but everything else is done. So as you can see, there's a lot of things in here. So I have 8 of each of the collectors, and for the most part I'm probably not gonna need all of them. But the reason why I have so many of them is that when we do have all of them full, we can abuse all of that for Delirium, because Delirium, when you go into a map that has a Delirium, once you go into the Sacred Grove, the Delirium timer stops. So if you have an entire, like, even half of the, like, this, all of these, like, what, 24? So if I even have like 10 or something like that, that alone gets me from like 0 to like 3.5 or something like that on the reward. So that's a very good way of like forcing rewards. And basically every single map, if I have a decent amount of stuff here, I would get 5 rewards, which gives a good chance of getting class jewels. And when it comes to my upgrade setup, so I simply just have one of each with all of the dispersers are on the outside. So the reason for that is that we can have the full 24, so this is like 5x5, right? Where in the middle you have the collector. So we have slots for 24 seeds. And at the edges, because the corner one here, I can actually, I'll just show it here, I suppose, easier to show. So this is regards 3 more adjacent vivid seeds. So if I didn't have this seed here, this right here, which is outside of the collector, this wouldn't be able to grow. Same goes for like T3s later on. But if I have a like random T2s, like bad ones, like the Flask Enchantment, this kind of whatever, in each like one slot in the corners, it allows me to easily grow the full patch. And well, the reason for that is that we get, you know, more quantity. We just get much more Jewits out of it, which is nice. So we just have that. And then basically everything else in my grow will be just filling up storage space. Obviously I'll have some room for the crafting bench and all that. But yeah, it's very simple. Just bunch of D1s and then a tiny bit of a setup for this. And it's very easy. So you just have the make sure that you have, I should probably make those automatic, yeah. Make sure that you have, you can actually look at the, if you look at the minimap here, you can see the setup. My pylons are a mess, I didn't really care. I just made sure that all of these are correct. So if you were to like disconnect that, you see the color fades out. So that's a very easy way of keeping track of what like the type of seed or type of color they have. So as you can see, we have yellow on every single middle, and then we just have like a rotation of the blues and purples. So it's, you can like literally screenshot that, set it up like that, and it's actually not that hard to do. And then after you have that, then just like start placing some random pylons as much as you need to. Like for example, I have some extras here. I don't necessarily even need all of this, but yeah. So the next step, getting maps, getting some ES bases. So I'm gonna need at least few 73 Sadie Scarps and a few 72 Hubris, circlets, or gloves and boots and a titanium. I'll probably pick some few rings as well. And then after we have those, we'll go back to Quarry and we'll just spam the defense chaosing like crazy. I guess we can take a look at my gear. So basically just some random stuff. I could craft resist there, could craft, I mean this is a bad build in general. Some random ass gloves, some shitty rings. The only thing good thing is I really have is my my weapon. I guess weapons. But I'm gonna be switching this to a shield soon. I could actually use this. It's a decent shield, but I'd really like the +1 chaos, and we can actually potentially hit it. The only issue with this shield is that it's item level 66, so if I do add chaos, I'm most likely gonna hit like one of the non-chaos damage added as extra chaos damage, and that's gonna be useless for me. But yeah, basically just some random low item level 1s. This is item level 15, and we actually ended up hitting the higher dot multi that can roll, and it's an open suffix. We can remove the cold damage, we can change the resist there. So I'm probably gonna be using this for a decent while. I'll try to get a slightly better one at some point soon, so I can get a proper spell damage roll or something like that. But these will carry this one will carry me easily to like red maps, and like I mean it's an end game one in like last league already as it is right that. Obviously you need to do some multi-modding and shit like that, but yeah. So I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update. Hopefully in the next update video we'll already be CI. Probably not, we'll see. Been a bit busy. Haven't been able to play much, but all the time that I've been playing, I've been enjoying. We'll see if I'll get tired of not having, you know, the league mechanic doesn't have any mobs outside of the actual groves, so the maps feel a bit like standard, but at least in my opinion, the game has so much stuff now already that I could literally just play the game as is in standard. So yeah, that's the update I wanted to tell. Hopefully you guys have been having fun. I'm expecting them to still do some changes. Oh yeah, in the next video I'm gonna shortly talk about how I'm making cluster jewels. You know, cluster jewels got like crazy nerfed, the notables. But I got a few tricks on how to make really good, or very easily make good, actually my end game chaos.multi cluster jewels. And if you get any guesses, hit them in the comments, and maybe I'll reveal them next time.